What's up with it, Cal Sanchez? Man, give me a minute. Trying to get everything ready because it never named my videos when I go live on the other platform, so I gotta go back and change them. So give me 1 second. Well, not 1 second, probably 2 minutes, something like that. Well, hopefully that one is okay, playing good. Okay, what about this one? What about, dang, did I go live on Kick? Okay, yeah, I did. All right. Yeah. But yeah, man, I hope y'all having a good one. What's up, Christos? What's up with it, Tim? Yeah, I told you I'll be back in the morning. Like, I got mornings to myself, so it's a couple of videos I got to work on and share, which I'll be getting to today. These mushroom gummies. I guess I'm gonna do it after I do this live. I'm gonna work on that video, and then hopefully, you feel me, these gummies be pretty good. Hopefully they be pretty good. They supposed to be for like microdosing, but we like to dive in. Welcome to Clone City, everybody. Welcome to Clone City. Okay, that's it. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, Tim, Christos, Kylo, yeah, everything is good, man. Everything is great. Everything is great. It's been a crazy weekend, but like I said, everything is still good. It's good. It's good. And yeah, we back. We back with another one. It's crazy because I be kind of winging these conversations. I guess whatever comes up, like whatever we talking about is what we gonna be talking about. So half the time I don't even be knowing what to name the video sometimes because it don't be like no. It don't. I just do it different than everybody else. I come in and we just wing it. We just run with whatever it is. And like I guess I was thinking about that clone stuff like all night. So I'm like going like, dang, this is the land of the clones. I've just been walking around, just paying attention to people and, talking to people and, we clones, bro. Like that shit is crazy. Like, cause we basically, what we do is we take certain things from other people and then we use them for ourselves. What's up with it, Velvet? How you doing, Velvet? Long time no hear. When y'all come in, make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button. It don't cost nothing. It's the freest thing on the channel. You feel me? Freer than the chat that we having. I'm just saying. What's up with it, Sarah? Sarah Cheyenne. Cheyenne, how you doing? And how everybody else doing? Let me say, please, yeah, please like the video. What's up with it? There is peace in the land. There is peace. What at what? There is peace at what? At the end. That's how you say it. What's up with it? Ashmere. Ashmere people popping in. What's up with it, somebody? Everything is repurposed. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But ain't that a trip though? Somebody is like, once you start like actually paying attention to it and you see it, you be like, whoa, like this is crazy. Because you can see like the acts that people put on, like the different personas that they put on is just like, it's like you instantly turn into a clone. Like even when you go to work, man, you like, yeah, that's the biggest cloning station ever. You feel me? Like that's our other cloning station, but we are just clones. Like it's like we take on the persona of people that was here before, and like we act like that. Like like I was saying yesterday, like you can be like, whether even if it's like if you like gang banging. You feel me? Whether you are, in spiritual shit, like you could be in in the spiritual essence of the mushrooms, or or Christian, or yeah, we back Cozy 47. They gave me my like I said, they finally gave me my monetization back. you know, which I had got from last month. I had the donations off because, well, I had the monetization turned off on the videos because, like I had got like a lot of donations, so a lot of people had donated, so I had turned off monetization for like a whole month anyway before they took my monetization. But now it's back. So, depending on how donations go is whether y'all gonna have commercials in your videos or not. I hate to say it, it depends on that. Let's see, what it do? You are now tuned into the land of the clones. Yeah, man, we gotta be clones. We gotta be clones, bro. Cause we find these certain things that are appealing to us, and then we begin to follow these different things, the different laws, the different who you should be, how you should be, what you should be, type shit. Like, you feel me? And we pick up on whatever we like. Whatever we like, what's appealing to us. Sometimes we raised in it and we don't have no factor in it. We don't have no choice in it. You have to be that clone. Like, you remember when they was waking us up every morning to go to church? Like, you had to be that clone right there. You had to go to that cloning station. You feel me? Let's see, it said, that's how it works. Ourselves by cloning themselves while duplicating. Yeah, cloning and duplicating. And then we just like kind of pass it on. Like, we pass on everything that we feel like we know and we learned, and we try to give it to the other person to have them be like we is. Like, sometimes I'll be tripping off that. It's like a lot of people that want to change the world. It's like they want the world to stop being what it is so it can be what they think it should be. And it's like everybody gotta, like, we all gotta say so and what this thing is doing and what it should be. But it's just some people that kind of want to shut it down, and they want it to be what they want it to be. And it's like, life can be what you want it to be. It will be that. You feel me? Like, which is crazy, because I was like, have you ever talked to somebody and like, you tried to, you was wrong, like you was right in the situation, whether you was right or wrong, and then it's like you having the conversation with them and they're telling you wrong, but you feel like you right, and then you start trying to prove it to them and prove it to yourself. Like, this shit is getting weird now, because most conversations that I'm having, it's like I'm having the conversation with myself anyway, because it's like the person I'm talking to, that I'm having a conversation with, it's like they're saying what I need them to say in order so I can say what I want to say. Like, all the time. Like, they're going to say exactly what I need them to say. Whether I feel like they said it in a bad way or good way, it's like kind of weird, because no matter what anybody is saying, like, when it comes into your mind reads it for itself. It's like some trippy ass shit, bro. It's some trippy stuff going on. Good looking out, Cozy. Thanks for the donation, bro. Thanks for donating. But it's hella trippy, bro. But it's I think that's why we hide ourselves, why we try to, go away from just being in reality, bro. Like, cause reality is like some trippy shit. It's some trippy shit that I think you never could get used to. That's why I be talking to a lot of old people. I be talking to a lot of old people, and they be like 70 and 80 years old, and they still ain't got their shit right. You going like, well, what's the answer? They like, I don't have no answers. I'm just winging it. I'm just doing what they told me I should do. Like, everything that they tell us that we should do in order to make our life better is something in order to make the system better, to keep us within the system, acting in the system. Reality ain't real. It's real. That's the cold thing about it, though, because it's real, but it ain't real at the same time. Because it is real, because it's happening. Right now, it's always real. But at the same time, once the moment is gone, it don't exist no more. Like, just like the moments. And I think that's how like our life goes, bro. Like, we live life and we exist for the moment, and then once you gone, like, the moment is gone, it's over with. We try to revisit it, A lot of times we try to revisit the moments and keep the same moment going over and over and over again. Like love, we like try to revisit them moments and just keep them playing. Like that's the crazy part. Every morning, that's why we wake up, try to have a good morning and do certain things in order to make our day, or do things to make our day have a good day, make ourselves have a good day. You feel me? Like I want this day to be that beautiful day. So we do all these different things. Like we got all these rituals that we do. You got to wake up. You got to say this. You got to do this, in order so your day will go good. It's like why we got rituals behind everything that we do. We got certain rituals that we use. Even for the mushrooms, when we get ready to die, what we say, your head got to be in a good space. You got to, setting. It's like we have to have all these rituals before we even continue to do some of the things that we do. And I don't even think we look at them as rituals. But that's what they are. That's what they are. They, in order to try to get your head in that space so you can, have that good day and only focus on all the good things that's happening. Yeah, and it's like kind of weird because it's like we kind of throw the bad things to the side, but them bad things, what kind of helps us pay attention to the good shit. Like it helps. It like we need that bad shit in order so we can see the good within life or within whatever's going on. He said, people are living in the past. Yeah, that's one of the hardest things to do, is to get out of living in the past. Like come on now, bro, everything that we share today when it comes to like anything spirituality comes from the past. It comes from the past. It's like we trying to keep something alive that was made for the people back then, and then we try to fit it into right now, and it's like a lot of times it's not working. It's making things worse than what it is. It's like it was like what I was saying about the updates. Everybody's not going to get the updates because everybody don't want to live for today. We think all these ways that they lived back then is going to help now. They weren't helping then, really. Back then they weren't helping. So how is they going to help now when the whole reality has been upgraded? Like the whole reality has been upgraded. But don't nobody want to catch or take that upgrade. Everybody want to stay in the past and live off of, they did this then. And it's like, bro, this is now, right now. This is like totally different. Like, I like on the Goonies when dude said, he was like, man, talking about the past and what they did. He said, man, no, this is our time now. This is our time. They had their time. They lived their time. They did it already. This is our time. Certain things are good, but it's a lot of things that they came out with in the past on how we should live and the way we should be. It's not for right now. It's not, we not riding horses and you feel me? We not doing all that stuff, bro. Exactly. And look, is the future constantly coming? Will there always be a future? Man, the future does not exist, bro. The past does not exist. The only thing that exists is right now. Now is the only thing that exists. Everything else is just imagination. Everything else is just literally the imagination. Because if you think about it, bro, come on now. We seen this 1,000 times. We seen them take past stories, right? And they add to them, and it don't even be the story that of what happened at that time. There's no way that you can give 100% of the story of somebody's life that lived back then. They add stuff to the story. We do it ourselves. When we have somebody in our family, they could be a bad person. They could be in and out of jail, robbing people. They could be all, but when they pass away, we only think of and share all the good things they did. We don't like trip off the bad things. We like try to make that shit disappear. We do that still, right, ourselves with people that leave, from this life. But it's the same thing that they do with everything else, bro. They add to this shit, and then the story don't even be the story that it was. It don't even be the real story of that person's life. It only be like 5% of it. F that. And then they always blow it up, man. They gotta, they gotta make you a hero, like, and all these different things, bro. Just on a different planet. light years away. The past might not exist. It was definitely real. Yeah, it happened. It happened because it was the part of the now, but the now is the only thing that exists. We look, the now is literally the past, the present, and the future. That's what the now is. It's we living in the future right now. Right? Just when I said that, that was the past. That was the past. Like this is literally the future, the past, and the present is now. It's the now. That's what the now is. It's all of, I always say this about reality. Reality is everything in one. Like right now is everything. There's nothing that's not happening. This is everything in one thing happening right now all the time. All the time. There's never where it's not right now. It's never not the future. It's not never the past. It's like always like all of them combined in one. It's all good. Yeah, that shit is super wild when you really sit back and think about it. Cause my son be saying that now, like, only now exists, or right now, or right now, or right now. You feel me? Like they take the past, they make the past. Like we create the past. Like literally, like people, us, we create the past because a lot of things that was happening in the past, they didn't have no explanation for some of the things that was even going on. So now when we get the story, now we can explain it. You know, when they had the Black Plague and all that was happening, they didn't know what was knocking all the people off. They just knew everybody was passing away. They didn't know how to handle it. Like they didn't know what it was, or the future made it what it was. As it went on, they developed a name for it. Then they figured out what it was. And then they called it. But the people that it happened to, they didn't have no idea what the hell was going on. No idea. So it's like crazy how the future, like, and I be hating to say this, but I seen it on the mushroom experience when I had one of my experiences, and it showed me how that thing works. And it was just like, bro, I was geeking. I was like going, dang, man, it had me laughing at the stories of George Washington. It had me laughing at the stories of Lincoln. Anybody that they made a story on that lived in the past, bro, it had me laughing at all of it. Because I'm like going, dang. Because the person that writes the story of something in the past is creating the past. Because the past never existed. So when the story is created, that's when the past is created. You feel me? That shit don't exist. You can't bring it. You can't bring the past to right now and put it in people's face. Like that's why we, came out all the way up to making movies and making stuff like this in order to save certain things. Other than that, bro, the past would be like, bro, it wouldn't even be a thing. It'd be non-existence. He said, let's see, your past is you explaining the future. Damn. I didn't think about that, Nick, huh? Your past is you explaining the future. Somebody said that because we don't live like we do not live in the now. It's so hard to live in the now and just be here right now. And we worried about tomorrow. We thinking about what happened yesterday. Like that's our living in the now. Our living in the now is calculating our future. Or it's, or it's taken from the past and letting that create what's right now. He say, I can't with you right now. What's up with it, Nicole? What's up with it? But it's kind of crazy, bro. Cause I once you start kind of paying attention to it, and then you'll start to see it, and and it don't change anything. That's the crazy thing. It don't change life from being what life is, because you kind of just keep going. You kind of just keep going, and you just live with it. You just live with it. It don't stop you from doing anything. It don't stop you from going to work. It don't stop you from communicating with people. You feel me? It's like, man, they said, man, you chop, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. It's like the same thing. You say someone knew how it worked because someone created the Black Plague. I don't know. I ain't heard that one. Viruses and plagues are manufactured. I think it's made a lot of the things. I don't know, bro, because you got the chicken pox. You got so many different crazy diseases that came up back then that we fought through and made it through. And it took a lot of people lost their life, within when it was happening, like a lot of them. But I was tripping off that too, is the fact that in order for us to learn, man, some of us gotta go. In order for us to learn and understand what happened, man, we gonna lose people. Some people gonna get lost in the struggle. In order for us to know what a disease is, to know what a virus is, to understand this shit, bro. Like, it took many of us probably to get bitten by snakes before we said we can't mess with them snakes. They got poisonous ones. I didn't know all of them was. I didn't know some of them was poisonous. You feel me? I think some are natural, but a lot of them definitely are man-made and not natural. But when you think about man-made, it's made behind mistakes that we did. Like, remember when, I forgot what's the one about the people that were dying from the grain, because when they let the grain sit out and like the grain get that mold or something over it, and then they'll go and they'll eat the grain, and then it was not, they was dying from that. She said, "You're not making sense while making so much sense." That's life right there. Life life don't make sense, but it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, but it don't make sense at all. It just don't. It's crazy how when you break things down, how much sense nonsense makes. No, hey, it's true. It's true. Yeah, ergot, that's what it was called. But yeah, it's true. It's like everything makes sense, but it don't make sense. And then we just clones following the story. We following the storyline of what they said was right. What they gave us. We took that, but it's crazy because everything that we learned, it created what we make now, and it helped us create what we go along with. And like some things that we learned over time, bro, you're not gonna be able to break yourself from having that idea stuck in your mind. It's like it's so hard to break it and come anew, because it's like a part of you is dying. You feel me? You'll feel like you losing yourself. Yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining. What's up with it, Charles? Yeah, this is a good Tuesday, bro. It's one of them good Tuesdays. But no, Nicole, I was talking about y'all yesterday because, to see how much my family going down and seeing how much my family has grown. And it's like, dang, because like when we all young and we doing all the crazy stuff and, we think it's all right as we doing it. But once you start to get older and you mature, that's when everybody like starts changing and you start seeing the change in everybody. So anybody can be crazy, they can be deranged, they can be thieves, they can be whatever. But you can't depict or, decide when a person's change is gonna come. So it's like not cool to push people away just because they're a certain way. You feel me? Especially if they close to you. You got to keep them close because they time going to come to where they going to see things and they going to wake up and go, wow, okay, now I understand. Now I understand how we really are living in the past, present, and future at the same time. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the past, the present, that's the now. The now is the past, present, and future at the same time. Let's see. It's what? Troons Day. What's that? It's what? Big Shield? What is you talking about, Big Shield? Yeah, thanks for joining. Make sure y'all hit that like button and say, did you know that you were related to the first person on Earth? Everybody is. Nick, I think everybody is. Everybody is a descendant from the first person. I think that's why, like a lot of times when I go in, I be thinking like I'm going through my DNA. And that's why we can go to any point in time, because everybody, like almost everybody that lived before us, I'll say like from 1,000 years further back, 500 years and back, you like we got they DNA, a piece of their DNA in us, like a bit of it. So it's like easy to see, you know, the different lives that was lived back then, and it's like it's a sight to see because all those people were nobody but you. They was just you. There was a aspect of you. You feel me? And now the you that is right now is like the upgraded version. It's like the upgraded version. It's the the new age version or something. The you right now, and they got all those people from the first person that walked the planet to right now, like existing within you, like. And like when I think about that, it's like it's kind of crazy, bro. Cause like that deals that's fucking with like our feelings, the way we think, the way we are. You feel me? Every aspect of ourself was made up of all these versions that came before. So it's like every aspect of you right now was made up from everybody that lived before us. And I said it's kind of dope. Now I said like, you know, because now we got we got cell phones and different things like that to where we can communicate and we can see everything is open nowadays. Like there's no such thing as no hidden knowledge. Nothing is hidden. Everything is open right now for everybody to be able to look at and find out whatever you want to know right now. Nothing is hidden. I hate when I see them, oh man, this is hidden knowledge. No, none of this knowledge, nothing is hidden right now. It's all open to everybody to be able to see whatever you want to know, whatever you want to see. It's open right now. When they said the Age of Aquarius, we built all these things, and then we built all these things and we told ourselves when it was going to happen. We made a calendar, you know, the Mayan calendar and shit like that in order to say when times was going to change. And now this is one of those times. This is the Age of Aquarius. And look, we got computers. We can sit right here and we can talk about all this stuff right here, right now. And it's wide open. It's wide open. Nothing is hidden. Whatever you want to know about. Like, just think, bro, when I think about it, like when I was in school, like, all we had was like the Encyclopedia Britannica. We had like the Encyclopedia Britannica, and all I knew was Christianity. I didn't know about all these other religions. I didn't know about Muslims. I didn't know about Buddhists. I didn't know about none of them. All I knew was that one thing, and that one thing over there. Now, whatever I want to know, I can just type it in and I can go see it. I can go find out about it. You know, it's like, it's trippy now. The information is out there. So it's like, all we got to do is look. We don't have to just accept what we're being given. But it's like crazy because, you know, even when you're looking at the information, it's his story. It's history. Like they said, his story, the person that's writing it and the way that they took it, the way they looked at it and the way they explained it. Like we see it right now. Look, YouTube is a repeat of all that right now. YouTube, all these things. Because if you watch, you'll see on the news, you know, Puff Daddy gets arrested. And you'll see 1,000 people come out with the Puff Daddy got arrested video. You feel me? Everybody's talking about it. So everybody giving and you just don't want to hear it from that person. You want to hear it from this person. Or you want to hear it from that person. There's certain people that you want to hear the stories from, so we tune in so we can hear it from certain people. Like me, I want to hear the story from academics. So like when certain stuff happen, I go check out academics, you feel me? And then that's who I get the story from because he tell it better than a lot of people to me. Which, you know, you probably like, or I'll dive in with Velvet Wind because she always on it. You feel me? So we go and get the information from people that's giving the same information. And then it's like, you know, we just clone it. We just clone it. We clone everything. There's nothing that we don't clone, bro. Let's see. We don't know nothing, brother. Just the lies, chats, all they let you 100 know. Lies they tell us. Yeah, the lies. Yeah, they. He said, what about Whack, huh? Whack 100. Whack 100 doing this thing, bro. I hope Whack keep going. I hope Whack keep going. Cause he don't bite his tongue on stuff. Whether he wrong or right. Whack blowing up. I hope Whack keep doing it. I hope they all kind of keep doing their thing. You know, it's gonna be one day we gonna get to where we not gonna be causing so much commotion because like a lot of the information, like bro, it's that shit is the start shit. Yeah. No, you do. You break it down. You break it down. That's why I be liking to watch your videos, especially talking about the Puff Daddy and shit. Like I don't even know where you be getting your information from, but I be like going, wait. I ain't heard nobody talk about this yet. Velvet Weird. I be like, wait, hold on. How she know this? And they don't know it. Like all the big people talking about it. What's Up Boy from Brazil was about cloning Hitler, the movie. Oh boy, oh dang. But I mean, Hitler was a clone of who? Hitler, like who came before him? Like you feel me? They only need you be like to clone humans. No, but that's the crazy thing, right? Because we can talk about them cloning humans, right? But we already are clones. We like when you think about the information and the things people, the ideas people run with, and the things that people want to be. Like when they say, "Hey, what you want to be when you grow up?" I want to be a fireman. Oh, you welcome, Velvet, all day. I want to be a fireman. I want to be this. I want to be that. That's when when you turn into a fireman, you a clone. You are literally a clone because now you're living the life of a fireman, and a fireman is already a thing. So like whatever we choose to do, whether we dive in and we go, oh, I'm spiritual, I'm awake. You feel me? Yeah, you a clone. Because now you got to follow the examples of what awoke people do. Now you got to do what spiritual people do. So you go and you read all the spiritual books and you get all the you walking around, you acting spiritual now. Now you're acting spiritual because you got to show people, right? You can't just be it and people don't know that you spiritual. So now you got to have the lingo. You got to have the talk. You got to know all the spiritual leaders. You got to know all the people that were spiritual before you in order so people can understand that you are spiritual. So you are a clone. Because now you this thing. You just took on this identity, gave your identity up for this identity over here to be this thing. It didn't matter what it was, whether you was Christian, Muslim, or whatever. You had to give up your identity to become that thing. And then you merged them together. You feel me? But you have to be more on that side so people can You said actions speak louder than words. Hey, it do, bro. I know I'm a clone. I know everybody a clone. You feel me? We all clones. We clones of our parents. It's like, that's why I say, man, we are, what's the name? Legion. We are Legion, right? Because we got all these, because all these ideas and these different things, bro, they are part of the illusion. They're not even real. All the shit that we believe ourselves to be is not even real. So they're like demons and angels. You feel me? They the unseen. You feel me? Like there's no real thing of no fireman, a person that chase fires. I'm just saying. These are all the unseen things that we program ourselves to be. And then once we get the program and we download it and we become it, like I said, we start to dress like it. Now you dress like a fireman. Now you dress like you spiritual. You feel me? So when people see you, they go, oh yeah, you see all the Buddhist monks, they wear all the what's names wrapped around them. Every time you see that orange and you see that orange dress like thing, you go, oh yeah, he a Buddhist monk. You feel me? He a clone. Like if you see somebody walking and they got on blue rags, he a Crip, he a clone. He a Crip. Oh, he a blood, he a clone. You feel me? It's like the cloning is working it's working on a higher spectrum than what we think. Because we think, okay, they have to take a person and they have to make a whole nother body. No, they don't have to do that to clone you. They don't have to do that. All they have to do is give you the right ideas. Now you become this thing over here. That's all it takes. Like, they don't need to do all that. So that's why they be like, oh man, they clone, they labels. I mean the same thing like Kanye when they said they cloned Kanye West because the way Kanye was acting. And I'm going, nah, they didn't clone him. They ain't just seen a lot of stuff. He seen a lot of shit. And he said, man, I don't know if I'm really with this shit. Like, the money is good, but shit, I don't know if I want to be in all this. Hey, the Clone Wars. Hey, that's right, Big Chill, the Clone Wars. Hey, the Clone Wars, for real. I'm about to open up the Discord, though, y'all. I'm opening up the Discord. What's up with it, Exile?
What up?
Oh, nothing. You know, we just doing what we do, just on the live, chopping it up, talking about the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, the cloning. And
Tell me about it.
oh no, I was just saying, like, cause you know how people feel like, in order, like, like they have to put people in a like they have to, like, take people and make another person, and that'll be a clone. But I'm going, like, I feel like the information, like, you get cloned with just the information, because you start to become the thing that you reading about or you learning about. I'm up there trying to do things. My bad, Exile. I was trying to open up this thing, disc, so they can see Discord on the live. But yeah, yeah. So it's like almost like like your job. Like when you go to your job and you work, you have a person that teach you all the ways. Now that clone you on the job, so you can be able to do all the things that's supposed to be done on the job. You feel me? Type shit.
Or like language.
Oh my god. I didn't think
Or
about
any
that.
the whole thing is made of well, you could call it memory. Like this body's made of memory. The
I don't
whole existence is kind of
know.
made of this reoccurring or uh, potential that might be locked in to a certain degree. But once we're a human, now we have this discernment of now choosing to say, Tizmakistan, or I could say the right thing at the right time with the monotonous voice.
Tomato,
Um,
tomato.
and part of us also wants to expand so we can see the structures, the organizations, the systems that have been built, and we can then take them and use them to our benefit, or we can use them to our
Everything.
detriment. And part of us wants to go beyond that. Like, you go into a psychedelic trip or a meditation, and you can you can experience how you, part of us is more than that. Part of us is the screen which the movie is playing.
Yeah.
Part of part of us is the projector. Part of us is the person sitting in the crowd. Part of us is, so we can get identified with that memory or that programming, and then we can. I mean, it's really up to each one of us to have that um, opportunity. Sometimes looks the opportunity to expand sometimes looks like a programming.
Yeah, programming.
And so
Programming.
you're like, what do I do? What do I do? Ah,
Hey, we like to be
no.
hey, we like to be programmed though. I think we
We
like to.
wouldn't,
I think that's part of it. But I think it's like you said also, like we are an aspect of all of it. Like
right,
every part of it, like we are like a part, like we have a fractal of it in us existing.
right.
I always think of the sky, man. I'll be like, dang, is them our neurons in our brain up there, the stars and all that? Is that why the ancestors said we go back up there? Because what if up there is just in there?
Yeah, if everybody points up, everybody on the
Sag to
earth point up.
one
So who's pointing in the right direction? The earth is spinning, so I'm never pointing up to the same spot. And so these systems kind of give us a potential, but it's in our ability. Now in Hinduism, memory means karma or action. Karma literally means action, but it also can be described as memory. So
yeah.
karma is not a system of punishments and rewards. It's just how my body is recreating itself.
Yeah.
It's how the wind is blowing. We have a certain collective karma. We have certain called individual karma that we're working through,
Yeah.
working with.
Yeah, I always felt like that. I felt like it was like action and reaction. Action
Yeah,
and reaction. And sometimes it's going to be a good reaction, sometimes it's going to be a bad one. That's just what it is.
right. And we would have to learn. So if everything is this one thing without any ripples in it, without any seams, without any uh, distortions in it, we wouldn't know that we were having an experience. It takes that change or that certain programming inherent to then experience. Hey, this thing is like this, right? We learn by doing. So by doing, I know what tools to use in the right situation. Until I use the wrong tool in that situation, I don't know that it's the wrong tool.
You don't know until you know. He said the universe is inside of us, within us. That's why space looks like DNA or brain neurons connected to each other. The galaxy is over expanding. That's that's crazy, bro. Because when you see the stars connected to each other, it just remind you of that. But what you was up to right now, Exile? I see you was. I'm surprised you was in Discord chilling.
Yeah, I saw that you were going live, so I jumped in here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cause I kept opening it and I didn't see nobody, so I would close it, then I would open it, close it, just go back and forth.
I just finished my yoga. I do two different kriyas, which is an energy body yoga, and this is the most balanced I've ever felt in my life. After
Oh,
doing, I've been doing this for about a year and a half now.
yeah, yeah. It's wild because that's the one thing I think we be looking for is to get that balance. You feel me? Because everything, it's like life is on this teeter totter, and it's like going up and down and back and forth, and you want to like with me, I felt like I was looking for that balance to make it stop teeter tottering and just sit like right in the middle. And then I got to the point to where I said, wait, hold on. If it just sit in the middle, then I ain't gonna be, learning nothing or something. Like I kind of like it to keep moving. I like it to go crazy and then get okay and then be cool and then because my reaction is not the same as it used to be. Like, I used to get overwhelmed. I used to have, get a little anxiety and all these and I don't get that no more. Despite how life is going, I don't get the anxiety. I don't, get the, I don't get the anger, I don't get none of that no more. And it's like trippy. It's trippy, but I
Yeah,
don't like it at the same time. I don't like it.
man. Well,
No,
at our edge, we can find our center. We don't know what the limits are until we go there.
I, hey, hey, I don't like it because, well, I like it, but I don't because at times when like when another person is going through something and say you're talking to them, right? It's like that's what, like, to me, I think that's when the act starts because now this person is like feeling the type of way, and now you got to try to feel that way in order to make them feel better about whatever's happening to them. So now you got to act like this, like you got
In
to
a
act.
certain way, right? If I'm around a 2-year-old and a 2-year-old hands me a phone and says Ernie's calling, well, I might pick up the phone. Like it's not that I'm. It's kind of an act.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is. It is kind of. It is kind of a play. Like you jumped on Discord, so I'm gonna jump in and put on the True Life Stories hat that I've been wearing. Right. I don't. Now through going and doing these things, you're.
Chaotic
It
euphoria.
seems like the personality or the persona, the being starts to have this normal realm, normal balance, normal potential of communication. But we wouldn't know that unless I picked up that phone, unless I went to the work, unless I, took, all the different things that happened in my life made me who I am right now.
Yeah, right now. Right now. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of stuff that happened back then, like I don't look at it as being bad. I don't I can't look at it as being bad because certain things have to happen for us to be here right now, right today, speaking right here, right now about this.
Right.
Like
Right.
Hitler had to do what he did.
Yeah. JFK had to do it. Einstein had to do it.
Yeah,
All the
all the people.
all yeah, to be exact, and it can't be any other way than it is right now.
Yeah.
And right now. And right now.
Well, what you think about that? Like, like people going, like when people go, well, this is not supposed to be happening.
Compared to what? all of it, all of existence is supporting this moment right now. All of existence has led up to this moment.
Yeah, right now.
It can't. So through our evolution or through our discernment, yeah, we can change things. We give an opportunity for change, but that comes out of silence or clarity, seeing things of the way they are. Unless if we don't see, if I don't know how to use that hammer, I'm going to be using it in a detrimental way. So until I know how to cut the carrot, until I know how to work this body, then I'm going to be using it based on the programming that I've accepted up until this point.
Exactly. Unless you like me, you're gonna use a wrench, or you gonna use something else as a hammer. You gonna use anything that look like it's heavy enough to knock that nail.
Duct tape and toothpaste. That's what my
Duct
car's made
tape
of.
and toothpaste. But oh, that is crazy. That is funny. That is funny, bro.
It's like potentials. Yeah, I mean, through science, we can start using technology in a certain way. Uh, but if the hands aren't clear that it's using that technology, then it can be used in a detrimental way. That's not saying that it's bad. It just has a certain cause and effect.
Yeah. Yeah, just a certain. Somebody's talking about the Earth is flat.
Bro.
It is though. If you're looking at it, if you're looking at it straight ahead, it is flat though. If you think about it, everything is flat, kind of, sort of, when you're looking at it from a certain viewpoint.
I think we get that from time and space because it's like a bunch of still frames that are moving so fast that it looks like it's fluid. But these are still frames moving at trillion times per second that then we can now see that, oh, it's a flat thing. It's a flat, everything's flat. Well, yeah, in a certain way. But once you start moving through it, it appears 3D.
Yeah.
Kalindi was talking about it. Buddha talked about it.
I didn't hear Buddha's standpoint on it. I ain't heard that. You're gonna have to send it to me if you got it.
Yeah, he talked about how Bashar talks about it too.
Exactly.
How we're moving through each moment. There's trillions of parallel realities that we're moving through, and these are still frames in a movie.
Yeah, that's going and going and yeah.
And so, with my choice, with my discernment, I can move through any reality that I then want. And there's techniques or technology, using this organic body as a technology, using my mind, my sound and toning I can then attune or experience certain realities that I want. Like taking a psychedelic trip, you can go and see a whole bunch of different stuff, or meditating, you can, experience a whole bunch of different stuff. These are just, so I see programming as just like opportunities on the map. Like I can go to, North Phoenix, or I can go to West Phoenix, I can go to wherever it is. But until I go there and do those things, either through imagination or through actually physically going there, then I don't know what it's really about.
Yeah, we try to. You try like yeah, I was talking about that earlier with somebody and saying like, the ideas that we put on, the ideas we create are in ourselves and we put on other people. Like, when say if somebody did something you didn't like, right? And you come up with all these reasons of why they did that. Like
Right.
we'll create a million reasons, until that, like, you'll never know until that person actually tells you this is the reason I did that. That's if they tell you. So it's like,
Right.
why even waste your thoughts on trying to figure out a reason of why they did it. It's like it's
Yeah. And
better to
isn't
just
there,
kind of. Oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
no, you're leading towards our freedom is equal.
Yeah,
So viewing that, I don't have a worry, anxiety, a fear of somebody doing something that's necessarily harmful. Now that comes in a context in a social situation, right? Like get into a group and somebody starts banging on everybody, then you might want to stop that. So it's really up to the certain person's experience of what they want to then put out or embody in that moment.
yeah,
Uh, And if our
yeah, and
freedom is equal, then it's my freedom to let you be who you are.
exactly. Because now I don't have to sit up and, think about this one thing every day or every time I see you. Like, I can really just kind of let it go and like keep on doing whatever I'm doing. I don't have to hold on to that. Because now when
Right.
I
And it's
hold on to that, it's gonna create stop signs and other turns in my direction that I'm going in.
right. And so that's being responsive to them, but you don't necessarily have to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So our responsibility is actually endless. I can respond to anything. That doesn't mean I have to do anything. I can let you say what you're going to say and do what you're going to do, and I can respond to it, but I don't have to actually take that in as programming to where now I've got to put my whatever onto you. I can make it available, but you don't have to take it too. These are just offerings in my opinion.
Yeah, especially when somebody says something like in an angry way to you. Like when somebody says something like in an angry way to you, you don't have to take it that way. Like you really don't. Like, cause it's weird, because if they say something like in an angry way to you and you say something back, what do you think they're gonna do? That's when the karma kicks in. You you making the reaction. You can make your reaction doesn't have to make their reaction worse than what their reaction already is. Like, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like, you just don't have to do that, but we'll do that in order. So it's like almost trying to get, like Alan Watts say, you're trying to get one up on that person or something.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
fight fire with fire. You don't
or
clean
they
dirt
could
with
just have
dirt.
some,
Go ahead.
or they could have just had a nasty burrito for lunch, and they're trying not to shit themselves. They're just like, get away from me.
What's up
Like
with
you
it,
don't know
Crow?
what it could be, right? You don't know what it could be.
No,
And you go,
you don't. You
you're like,
don't.
oh, I'm gonna fart. Get away, get away.
Hey, but think about this though. Think about all the ideas that run through your head of that you think about what it could be. Oh, what if it's this? What if it's that? What if it's like you'll run that shit through your head like a million times, and you'll come up with all these
Yeah,
different thoughts, and like it's not gonna do nothing but create chaos inside yourself. Like, and
Right.
I think that's what you
yeah.
be trying not.
a few weeks ago we were talking about the damn it, I always forget that type of DNA. It's like meta. It's a, so it gives our cells energy. Like the it's not meta B. It's like it's really close though. Damn it! Why can't I ever remember how to say that damn name?
The powerhouse of the cell, mitochondria.
Yeah, mitochondria. Thank you. I always want to say Meta B. That's the name of a ball bearing company. But after we talked about that, I looked that up, and I looked up, or I was searching if they had studied the effects of sound, or in like frequency vibration, what happens to
Wally.
the DNA, around different sounds and whatnot. And they said that they had, and that it does respond to different to sound frequencies. And I was like, hey, ain't that some shit, huh? Like how does it even know? Because they were saying like I think it all like also I came across a video where they were saying like DNA is like it's like Wi-Fi. It's like built-in Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
What? Where was you
yeah,
hear?
like
Where
our
would you hear this at?
I don't, just
Yeah,
look it up. Look up. Just search
Yeah.
like DNA it acts like Wi-Fi or something like that. You'll find it. I don't know. I mean, I didn't read too much into it, but like it kind of makes sense, And then like our skull, especially like our skull, because it's like a dome shape, and like one of the best type of antennas are the dome shaped. Like I guess the CIA uses like those giant domes. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They look kind of like the Epcot balls, but they're like antennas that like reach halfway around the world or whatever.
No, I ain't seen those. I haven't seen
I don't know,
those.
but
I'm trying to make my coffee.
that was just well, it's just what the DMT told me. I'm still unpacking that, man. Still blows my mind.
Well, that has to do with, in my perspective, it has to do with surface area. The greater amount of surface area, then the greater amount of contact I have with the environment.
Yeah, yeah. They
If I have
they
a
were
pole,
saying like that's strange though that type of DNA, it like provides the energy for the cell, but then they say it came from like it supposedly came from bacteria getting into so it was like what our cells couldn't get energy before that. Like it don't make sense.
yeah, the
I guess.
mitochondria, from my research, it was a bacteria that was living outside of our cell. But then a certain mutation happened to where we're now accepting, or our cells in the past started accepting this new bacteria and used it in symbiosis.
Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, you're right, everyone. How you sort doing? You good?
Doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Nice to speak to you sort again. How you doing? Been all
Doing
right?
well, man.
Yeah. I heard about this one's based on the clone, about clones and things like that. But the thing is, yeah, I don't even put down any type of clone no more because we rely on clones so much, even down to like, even
What's
down
up,
to
this
like,
Dave,
you
y'all?
know, like, yeah, you're right, True. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I wanted to say what's up a minute ago, but Crow was talking. I didn't want to cut him off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Nephilim
yeah.
look like clowns, man. Clowns creep me out, brother.
No, we rely on clones. Even like this year, you go to the food. If you go to the food shop and you buy like a tin of mackerel or something like that, you want it to be a clone of the last one. Because if you eat it and it don't taste the same, you'll be like, "What's this?" Or like
Oh,
if you buy a
clone.
strain, if you buy a strain of weed and like you don't, it's not tasting how it tastes like the last time. You'll be disappointed because you want the clone. Clones are reliable as well.
Man, yeah,
Oh,
huh?
man, clones are reliable.
This is not.
Hey, if
This is not
yeah,
Granddaddy. This is this is a different
yeah.
whole off-brand strand of Granddaddy. It's not the same. Then they be like, I got
Nah,
that
but you
clone
want it
though.
to be the same.
Yeah, you want it to be the clone because I want it to be damn near the same.
Yeah. It's like even if you bought a car and then you look online and someone else's car is a bit different, you'll be like, why is it different? You'll want the clone.
Yeah, you going? Why? Wait,
Do you
why?
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, why? Why is Hellcat got a fin on it and mine don't?
Yeah. Like we rely so heavily on the clone, but it's like when you take it out of the genetic form and put it into like the whole of society, we rely so heavily on clones.
You know what's
We run our
crazy?
house.
You know what's crazy,
Yeah.
Dave? Look, okay, when they turned me on to Alan Watts, right, and I started listening to Alan Watts, I actually went and started listening to people of that time that talked about the same things that Alan Watts did, and they sounded like him.
Yeah.
Like it was even a female, and she sounded exactly like Alan Watts, and I'm going, I ain't never heard of her before, but you could tell. You know, like, what the hell, bro? Like, I said, yeah, see, this cloning shit is real.
When was
it's
that?
real.
Like, when was she talking before he even spoke?
Nah, it was at the
It
same
should be-
time. It was around, they lived around the same time. And they were sharing
Yeah,
the
so that was
information
like-
around the same time.
That sounds like that morphic resonance, you know, where like they have an island full of monkeys. They teach all the monkeys to like use, let's say, to use a stick to get a fruit out of the tree, and then they say like, then monkeys that are on the mainland, they'll start doing the same thing, even though they've never been in contact with those monkeys on the island.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
morphic resonance, they call that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
This stuff's,
I've heard
that
about
stuff's
that.
fascinating.
Yeah, where the
Yeah,
monkeys they
They said the same thing happens
they
with crossword
absorb-
puzzles.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and
how?
they were
Hey,
like that guy. He explains it like because he did that scientist. He did a test with crossword puzzles, and he said the people that did the crossword puzzle at nighttime, they could do it much faster in like half the time because they were pulling the answers from the people who had already done it. Isn't that crazy? That's
Man.
crazy.
oh, that's nuts. Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, his name's like
Yeah,
Rudolph,
that sounds
or no, I forget his name. If you
Rupert
just type in
Sheldrake.
morphic resonance on YouTube, that guy will pop up. So.
Rupert
Morphic
Sheldrake.
resonance?
Rupert.
Yeah, Rupert. That's his
That's
name.
what Exile said. Rupert, what,
I
Exile?
forget the last name.
Sheldrake. Rupert
Shel-
Sheldrake. Morphic.
Rupert Sheldrake.
Thank you. Yeah, he explains it really well too. He talks, and he's the one who did the
Rupert
crossword
Sheldrake.
puzzle. But and then he goes like he kind of talks about like, is it our DNA that's picking it up? Is it our like mind? Or are our skulls like a dome antenna?
Well, to put it into a specific part of the body might yield some more information, but also on the same wavelength.
That's how I
frequency of a
feel though.
plant.
Like when
The frequency of
Yeah,
a
that's-
bacteria. So once
Yeah.
that bacteria makes a beneficial move, then all others have an opportunity to now experience that because it's this all points in space and time are connected. So the human being might have a 120,000 hertz frequency, and the plants might have a 60,000 hertz frequency. So by vibrating, the changes that they make on that frequency is then broadcast to every point in space and time as an opportunity. When one person does it, it's easier for everybody else to do it. That's the easy way to say it.
I used to trip off of that like songs, like you could write a song and then say if you don't put it out and then nobody ever hears it, but then somebody will write a song that be damn near the same as yours. And you going like, how is that even a possibility?
Yeah.
There's so many things that like I thought that my group originated, but it's just no, we get into this fashion of seeing what's available, and we'll use the tools that's most beneficial at that time. And if you're available to it, you'll start doing that same thing.
Yeah. Yep, you'll pick it up.
Yeah, then you get the assholes that actually do steal songs.
Cozy said there's a carbon copy of you existing at the same time somewhere else in the world and in another reality.
Yeah.
But no, the Britain they did a study, and dude, there was these two guys, they looked identical twins, but they were not related, and they lived in the same town. And I think
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that. It was in the UK.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
it was in the UK. Yeah. And it was really bizarre because even if the person was, even if there was one of these twins that were not related, they were even gay, which I was like, how is that even possible? Like, that blew my mind. I'm like, I don't get it. But they were like these two old guys that were like, they lived. Yeah, they lived in the same town, and it was like, but they never met each other. And I'm like, that would have like freaked everyone out, because they'd be like, yesterday your name was John, but today it's Steve. What's going on here, man? Or have you ever heard?
Necessary for anything.
Has anyone ever been like, "Hey, I knew a guy that looked just like you"? Has anyone ever said that to you?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
That thing you was talking about. Yeah, that thing you was talking about was called Identical Strangers. It's called Identical Strangers. Yeah, and when you could go on the website and put your picture in and see if there's people who look just like you on the website as well. Like, you could do that. Like, you could.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird if you even think about it, because it don't have nothing to do with race. Because I seen white people that look like black people and vice versa. Like, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's true. But the human face is like a combination. You only could get about a certain amount of combinations. Like when you're playing a game and you have to pick the nose and you have to pick the eyes and the lips. You only get a certain amount of combinations.
Did you see how? You got? Yeah, and you guys remember those like those DMT fractal patterns that they were transparent, and then they put them on top of each other, and it made a picture of a face, and they were like sound. They were like pictures of like the sound cymatics. And I was thinking, like, I think our mother's heartbeat has something to do with how we form our bodies and stuff. I don't know.
It's trippy how you can make a
This
real
is really
picture.
Interesting
how
stuff.
you can type in some stuff and make a real picture, a real photo of somebody that don't even exist on AI. And like, it got me wondering if the people that it be creating, is it somebody that look like that picture?
Are real?
Hey, yo.
Like, how do they not know? I bet there are people that look like that.
Yeah, I was listening on YouTube to guys talk about in England.
What's up,
how
Trey?
they found twins. Yo, that happened to me. Like, that happened to me twice. Back there was this dude who used to work at this food place where I used to go, and when I came to Romania, I seen his doppelganger. I even like stopped for a second when I seen him, because I was like, what? But it wasn't him, because he had like tiny little features that weren't the same. Like, he had holes or whatever. But it was the same person. And then another time, the building next to mine, it was like this whole complex. They had a janitor from Moldova, and Moldova is the neighboring country to Romania. Pretty much everyone in Moldova speaks Romanian too. And when I came to Romania, in my grandparents' small town, yo, there was a dude who exactly looked like him, down to the same haircut, like
Man.
exactly him. Like I even looked at him a
I
little bit
know.
when I was in the grocery store, and I told my uncle, yo, I think I know that guy, because he looked exactly like him, like same body type, even the same belly and everything, but it wasn't him.
I know you was
I
tripping
know.
out. I know you
Dude,
was
that's
tripping out on
wild, ain't
that.
it?
But
No,
Abraham
in Europe,
said
a lot of people look like each other, man.
he said true life stories. Let's see. It's because we're all the same species, regardless of race. There's always going to be something mysteriously similar, no matter how different.
Hey, dude, I've seen
Yeah.
Chinese dudes who look like certain black dudes, and I've
Yeah,
seen South American dudes
Yeah.
who look kind of like Indian dudes. Like they
yeah, I
have the
have
same
too.
features and everything. And I've seen this specific type of Chinese dude that's pretty prevalent in one region. They have the same skull shape and face shape as African people in I forgot what country it was, but they have like really square features, kind of like really chiseled, like squarish line features.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
that's
I
true. What's
saw
up,
this
Ozo?
one woman. I saw this one woman. This one woman, dude, I swear to God, she looked like a dude. I swear
That
to
happened
God.
to me today. That happened to me today.
Hey,
I couldn't tell if someone was a male or female, and that was crazy because
hey,
they would.
I seen dudes. I seen some dudes that look like females, and you be like, "Wait, hold on!" Like, and they weren't like gay or nothing. They just had female features, and you like,
Yeah.
"How the hell?"
They weren't gay or nothing.
Man, they wasn't gay or nothing. They just looked like a female.
I'm done.
God, I know. Do you
Hey
ever
yo,
find yourself? Do you find yourself now going be like, dude, I'm so confused now. I
Hella
can't tell if that's a
confused.
guy or a woman.
no man,
Yeah.
check it out. I got a doctor friend, and he was like talking about this stuff, and he's like, it's not just in the Adam's apple and trap muscles in the shoulders. You could tell by the positioning of the eyes apparently, because the eyes of a male are more positioned forward and a little bit more towards the nose.
I don't
Yeah.
know about
Apparently,
that, but
people
what
I
you
don't
don't
was
know
gonna
what you
say,
mean,
say
though.
that
Ozo?
really well.
Ozo
Huh?
was about to say something.
Nah, I'm just
What was
laughing
that?
at
Oh, no, I'm
Who,
like,
me?
you.
no, I thought
No,
Ozo was saying something.
Oh,
it's just the
oh,
same
I'm
thing though.
sorry.
It's the it is a combination. Like if like artists, if different artists does like let's say we could draw a million shaped lips or a million different shaped noses or a million different shaped eyeballs. This is the combination of the human face. Once you make millions or whatever billions or whatever number it is that a human face can combine, everyone else is a doppelganger after that.
But yeah, but when
Yeah.
you draw faces, it's all in the eyes and the eyebrows. So if you get the eyes and
What's
the
up, young
eyebrows
God?
right, you can tell it's that person's face with nothing else. Just draw the eyes and the
Yeah.
eyebrows.
Yeah. It's like The Simpsons. Ain't it meant to be like there's only like 4 characters and they base all the characters based on 4 looks? Is I think it's 4 looks or 5 looks where they've only got 5 different characters, but they stretch it out to all the characters
Yeah.
just by changing the hair or changing the eyebrows or just something, just one feature make a whole different looking person.
South Park. Yep, that's the South Park right there.
Yeah, yeah, South Park, yeah.
He said so.
Everyone's the same person.
He said so.
Yeah.
How do dogs recognize? That's a good question for Ozo. How do dogs recognize
Hey.
each other's features?
They
Sam,
ain't got
They smell their
It's
ass.
sense, yeah, it's sense. It's all done on sense.
recognize features.
Yeah,
Dogs
like,
recognize assholes, bro.
oh man.
But that's how they check. That's what I'm trying to say. They're like, yep, this is a dude. That's a dude. Oh yeah, your balls.
More funnier question, right? Would be like,
I'm done.
How the hell do penguins tell each other apart, yo?
The what? Say
Yeah,
it
because
again,
it's like
Ozo.
either like birds.
Say it again,
Say it
Ozo.
again.
I said, how the hell do penguins tell each other apart?
Oh,
That's
hell
what
yeah.
I was
huh?
gonna say, like seagulls. Look
I
how
don't
many
know, man.
seagulls there are. How do they
Crows.
know who's their
Joe
partner?
Crows.
Yeah.
They all look the same.
What?
All the
Oh, yeah, the
crows look
crows.
alike. Hey, remember
Yeah,
them
I know.
Aboriginal? Remember them short Aboriginal people? I forgot what they were. They all short and like they went over there and
Pygmies?
Pygmy.
yeah, the pygmies,
Yeah,
and they wouldn't have
pygmy.
seen them, and all of them looked alike.
Yeah.
I was like going, wait, hold on, he got his face, which got his face. They all have the same face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
said
no,
that.
well, I guess they say that like Chinese people say that about white people, that we all look the same. I was like,
And vice
man,
versa.
Every
I
race
just-
said
yeah, I
that.
looked
know.
it
It's
up.
like vice versa. It's like
I just looked it up,
it's
and
like you
apparently
gotta
there's
go
only
get a
6 to
Chinese people
12
to help you
archetypes
find
of
another
face
Chinese
variation.
person.
You said how many? It's only 6 or 12 archetypes of what?
Anthropologists have classified human faces into 6 to 12 broad archetypes based on general structures such as face shape, bone structure, and proportions. In combination with small, distinct features, which are up to 14,000 different features, the general broad archetypes can be between 50 to 100, depending on the area.
Yeah,
But
Ozo gave him $1 million. He made he said $1 million. It's like you
Yeah,
like
because you know how many
Oh,
people on
really?
the planet right now? That means there's a lot of doppelgangers out there.
a gang of them.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
gang of
And Booker, you got about 27 million. I see him every day.
them.
I swear to God.
On Tyrone, man.
Nah, I kind of seen that too. I said, damn, I like certain people I met, like cousins and different things, and then you meet they dudes and you be like, this nigga look like me.
Matt, you look like that one actor who's in like every sitcom and in every Law and Order.
Oh, I know who you talking about. I know who you talking about.
He just looks slightly younger than you, but you kind of look like him.
Don't know who you're talking about.
Orangutan forced himself on a ginger man a few years ago. You is lying. He
That
said
doesn't happen.
An
Orangutans
orangutan.
know how to pull down
No,
pants. Nope.
orangutans are known for taking cheeks, though.
Oh, they
Well, it's funny. That was
knows
in
how
that
to pull
movie.
down
Did you guys see that movie
Orangadiddies.
with
I seen a video of an
with
orangutan
Thanos? That new
opening a
movie with
juice box.
Thanos.
What? The Avengers?
Yeah, well, yeah, the guy who played Thanos. He was just in that show. I think it's Brothers or something, and his brother is the midget from or the little person from Game of Thrones. And they go to this house with an orangutan, and the orangutan molests them, like for real.
I ain't never seen Game of Thrones.
No, bye.
Oh,
Yeah, I never
I don't
watched
know.
Game
Well, yeah,
of
but it's
Thrones.
like the little midget guy.
Yo, you ain't missed nothing.
The I don't know. It's on Amazon Prime. I think it's called Brothers or something like that. They're like criminals or whatever.
Yeah, I ain't seen
Orangutan.
Oh, the
that.
I don't know,
boys? The boys? Oh, brothers. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Wait, orangutan though.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that scene? Yeah, they go to
With Mark
that woman's
Wahlberg?
house.
Yeah, they'll stick their hand
No,
right down
no,
your
with
No,
the
not
guy
that
who
one.
plays Thanos.
Wait.
Yeah,
Pop
yeah,
the
not
whole
that.
thing.
That one's too old. This one just came out. It just came out. It's on Amazon Prime. It's an Amazon made movie or whatever. Yeah, it just came out like last month, I think.
And then,
I don't know. It's
Was
kind of
that
funny.
was that in the movie, or like did that actually happen to the actor?
Yeah,
and it got animal
it was
porn
the
in it.
movie. Yeah, and there's Brendan Fraser's
Was
in it
that
too. He's
in
like
the
this asshole
movie?
cop.
Or was that just a thing that happened?
They
Yeah,
put it in the
that's
movie.
Yeah,
kind of
no, it
mixed
was in the
shady stuff,
movie.
man.
They,
It's a true fact about orangutans. That's what they put in the movie. Orangutans have taken cheeks for years.
man.
But for real, man,
That's
orangutans
hilarious.
are like one of the only
That's probably-
primates
that's-
that like
that's
you can
probably-
domesticate easily to do like activities. Like I seen them wash clothing. I seen one open a juice box. Like he took the straw, he peeled the
Yeah,
straw
he did that
plastic,
in the
threw away
movie.
the
He opened up
plastic.
a box, a juice box.
Like,
Is that the
Damn.
same
this
orangutan that ripped that lady's face off? Remember
Nah, it's
that?
No,
chimpanzee who
no,
did that.
that's
It
a
was
Interesting
chimpanzee.
how
chimpanzee.
most of the
Chimpanzees are
UFOs
That's
violent.
the
was
Orangutan,
witnessed
that's the
on
orangutans
smaller
take
one. The
cheap.
orangutan will
out,
rip your whole head
out,
off.
out of our oceans.
Yeah, the
Chimpanzees are
orangutan
violent,
will rip your,
He said,
yeah,
man.
it'll
and
rip your head
orangutans.
off and then shove it up your ass.
Hey,
yo,
Wally
yo,
said. Wait, Wally
there's this
said.
video that's
No, go ahead. You go first, Dre.
there's this video that was pretty popular. There's an orangutan that's famous in a zoo in Asia where people like to go take photos with him. Like they sit on a bench and they take photos with him, and he's known
Yeah.
to grope every female he always takes photos with. Like there's even like videos of it.
Dang.
Whoa.
Like he
The
feels up on any female that he
Yeah.
takes photos with.
grumpy
Inappropriate.
orangutan. That's what happened back then
Wild.
when the people was cavemen and they, you know, they
And it's
start
actually a
smelling
joke
them nice
there.
women.
Like they go.
Smell them
It's
nice
actually a
women and be
joke.
like, hold on, they smell good.
Wait a minute.
It's
Come to
different.
think of it, that was like,
I
oh,
think that orangutan
yeah,
is
that was
smart
like,
enough to
I
put
think
on
that
a
was like
condom,
the
but he's
only
not
gay
doing it.
thing in the whole movie.
Yeah, that orangutan. But hey, wait, hold on. Dang, somebody. Dang. He tried to take it off. He said Wally said the internet comes from the floor of our oceans, which is interesting. Is how most of the UFOs activity witnessed going in and out of our oceans.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
Yeah,
a
look
lot
up
of it is all in the water.
look up the map of the
Dude,
internet
all the,
wiring. It's crazy. It goes everywhere around like every continent.
And
the-
it's meant to
yeah,
be one
except
wire.
from Australia to South America. But I just, are you recording, True?
yeah, we on live right now. We on live.
Yeah, I wouldn't even talk about none of that FE stuff. Man, they'll shadow ban you faster than shadows.
Yo, they talking about wilder things, man. They talking about wilder things.
Oh, I know. We on what's name too right now.
I
We
know,
on
but that's
TikTok,
okay
too.
because the AI doesn't know what to make of like the super wild things. But you start talking about that FE stuff, man, they'll put you on the bottom of YouTube, way down deep.
Hey, that is something, man. How come you only at 8,000 subscribers, bro? You should be at least at 20,000 or
I
30,000.
know, dude. You should
Because
have at
because
least 100,000.
hey, because you know, like it's you like I've barely been getting hit up about somebody like better name in the videos and stuff like that. That's what it be. It be the videos and the thumbnails. But it's kind of cool because back then when we first started, we had a lot of stuff going on that was we probably wasn't supposed to be doing. So it was cool that it grew slow.
If Trump comes through on his
No, I know.
promise from his speech, they're going to remove all censorship from social media platforms based in America. So you're going to be pushed way more on the algo, and you'll be able to talk about what you want instead of like being cataloged. Oh, he's talking about psych substances or whatever. Let's not push him to too many people.
Yeah.
Because right now, the only people that get pushed are advertiser-friendly people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how
Well,
it is. That's how it's been.
Yeah, but dude, or they're like paid. Companies pay for the person to be pushed. It has to
Not
be because
necessarily.
like you
Nah,
see
a
some
couple
people
of months
and it's
ago-
like, how the hell is this idiot getting 1 million views like every video? Like how? That's not real. It can't be
A
real.
lot of people be paying for their views and stuff like that also.
Yeah.
And I never
Yeah,
went that route. And I'll never go that route.
Yeah, it's like
A couple of months ago,
I
I
know,
started
but it's
following some people
totally
on
fake.
YouTube who had like sub 1,000 subscribers, and like in 3-4 months, each one of them is like over 10K. One of them's at 17K. The other one's at 25K.
Yeah, because
It's
right
really-
now is the best time to really start a channel because especially a new channel. That's how
And
they
they don't do thumbnails. They don't do editing or anything. They just turn on the phone and then they start walking and they just talk about whatever for like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Vlogging. Yeah, they love the vloggers. They love the vloggers. But, like he said, I think also bots now. Yeah, I said most of the people here be authentic. It don't be no bots. That be the dope part. But I think it's growing. It's growing. It's growing at its own speed, man. You know, as we get better, like with coming on and talking, it's growing the way it's supposed to.
Man, I really wish we had a bunch of money to. If I had the money, I'd be buying a bunch of land. You know, I saw 100 acres of land with a little house on it. It was like $98,000 or something.
Yeah.
100 acres of land.
Dang, nice.
I was like,
Where was it
dang.
at?
It was on YouTube. I can send you the clip.
Like, I'm like,
I
where is
found
that?
this they do shorts. They do shorts every day, and they're just houses. A lot of it's in like the Midwest. So like Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, Missouri. Missouri, that whole area right in there, Missouri, Illinois. If you go into like a small town, it can be really cheap, man.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah,
up here, like
that's how
I'm
it is.
never
Like
gonna.
AZ in Arizona and like Texas and stuff. It's like a lot of land for sale, and it's like pretty. It's hella cheap. But yeah, he said YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and my
I
thing
got
is if you want
Mustangs
to
now.
try to, if you can find land with trees on it, because you can turn that, you can get, yeah, you can turn all those trees into lumber, into boards and build your own house and then start selling it if you want to, and you
Yeah.
could live off that for a long time. Get those kids out there working for you, True. Yeah,
Sad them
I know
kids out there
that's a funny
working.
joke, huh?
Kids gonna
Can't
be
even
like,
get them to do the dishes,
it's
right?
too heavy. Can't even get them to do the dishes, let alone carry in the groceries when we go grocery shopping.
I know.
They coming in
Well,
one
don't you
bag
want
at
the
a time.
food? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as they get in, they start eating it, but they carry the bags in one at a
I know,
time.
man.
Like, what if you don't grab 5 of them bags and stop
Well,
playing?
my
I had,
thing though, like with the 100 acres, say, that's if you had 100 people who each had $1,000, there you go. It's paid for, bought and paid for. Boom. And then you could just, that's the thing is that, like, if you can get stuff that doesn't have zoning laws, that's ideal. But you find land like that, it's hard to do.
yeah. Cozy said
Because
he
there's
in
like building
Texas.
codes and
Cozy said he in Texas. He said it's a lot of cheap land there. Yeah, Texas is hella cheap, man.
oh really? Yeah.
Hell yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Well,
there are
dang, that was
forests in
like,
Texas. I thought it was like a lot of. My thing is just gotta be. I can't live without trees, man. I gotta have trees.
yeah. California we don't got trees like that. We got the man-made trees.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why, like,
Every day.
because I grew up in like the city, and that's all we had was like the little landscape trees, and then now that I'm around, dude, I got pine trees up here, 60 feet.
Oh dang.
It's crazy. But I mean, compared to like, yeah, the pine trees up here get huge. But I mean, so do they do in Tennessee too, But that's where they used to, a lot of the slaves and stuff, they used to have them, the turpentine, I think it was called, comes from pine trees.
Oh,
It's
I
like,
don't know.
I'm not exactly sure how they make that, but it like comes from the sap, I think, of the pine tree.
The
They would like
turpentine.
chisel in a hole. Yeah, they chisel in a hole. I watched a whole documentary on it. They pretty much had like legal slaves doing it all down there.
Yeah, I'm going.
You
Dang.
should check that out sometime.
Nah, I will.
What's that?
I said no. I'm tripping because like like we live on like 4 to 5 different platforms, and like I'll be missing
Oh,
the
really?
messages. Yeah, because I don't know how to make all the messages come up at one time on YouTube. I mean on the multi-stream. So yeah.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah. But every time I do it, it don't work. Like, I still only get the messages from like YouTube and somewhere else, but like I don't get the messages from like TikTok and Kick.
Yeah. there's a lot. There's some cheap land in Colorado too, but it's like the southern part of the state. I think there's some forest areas down in that area. That would be a nice spot, you know, because of like mushrooms are legal.
Yeah,
You know, that's
yeah, up
the other
north.
thing. Like, how do you get a state where like, because
Let
it,
me
I
see,
mean,
yeah.
ideally, I would like to have something where like
Yeah, 2
you could almost
screens.
do like an adult timeout. You know, if we could start like an adult timeout, like kind of what's the word?
2
Like getaway
movies.
or not a rehab. I don't
He
mean
said not
rehab,
a
but
rehab. Yeah.
no, it's retreat. A
A
retreat. Yeah,
retreat.
there you go. Like a
Yeah,
weekend
retreat.
thing. You know, they come in and like Saturday night they trip on whatever it is they want to trip on, and then like you know they're back at work by if they wanted to. You could do longer ones and stuff.
Back at
Look at
work
these
by
people. They're
Monday.
like, yeah, but you know, and like there's these people. You know, they're spending like $7,000 to fly down to the jungle. It's like, oh man, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He said, do you
It's-
have multiple screens? I'm like, yeah, thanks to Sun Tzu. Good looking out, Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu,
oh,
hit
really?
me, yeah, Sun Tzu, man, I don't know how he did that shit. He sold me a dope ass laptop for so goddamn cheap. I was scared to buy it. That motherfucker, I ain't had no problem. So yeah, I got 2 screens. I got
There
2
you go.
screens. Yeah, so it's like
Nice.
cool. I need a third one though. Well, I got the third one, but I just ain't
What
put
you
it
got?
on.
3 eyes?
Huh?
You got 3 eyes?
Yeah, basically. And this
Oh, you
laptop
need a
right
third
here,
one.
yeah, this laptop he gave me, this motherfucker been doing everything I needed to do with no problems. You see, the stream ain't been stopping. It ain't been hitting you with the little circle thing. It ain't been stopping. This shit just it's good.
And that's your laptop?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Damn.
told me. He said, "Man, I'm gonna send you this laptop." He said, "You ain't gonna need nothing else." He was not lying. He sent me this motherfucker. This
That's
motherfucker
nice.
do everything I needed to do with no problems.
Well, that's part. Is that why it gave you like such a good deal and everything, or does he sell them? It sounds like
Nah, he
something
just
I want.
he just gave a deal because he cool like that. He cool
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, that's cool.
He seen what I needed and he was like, "I can fix that for you."
Nice, nice.
And I ain't had no problems ever since. Like I ain't had no problem, no streaming problems at all. Like this thing, like I can run on all these platforms at one time, and like you know, it's a steady stream.
Yeah. Did you see Doom Part 2 yet? True.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
seen it. I watch all the new movies.
Man, yeah. So how did that make you feel when you watched them drink the mushroom juice and all that? Well,
Oh,
they called it, you know, the worm. That stuff's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. That
Man,
was
I don't know. Yeah, it wakes something up in me. I don't know what
a
it
lot.
is, but man, that movie gets me going.
You notice that they
It's
did that in like so many different movies, man. Even with Black Panther, remember they had the shit that was like ayahuasca, and like in all these different
Yeah.
movies, they've been doing that.
Message.
Well, yeah, it's because they're all
Message.
yeah, they're
Even
all
in the
flying down to
Penguin.
the jungle,
Even
you
in
know,
the
and
Penguin?
dropping seven.
Remember the
Yeah.
somas? The somas?
Even in
Just
Yeah,
soma.
yeah, the Soma. Yeah,
What is a
Oh, where was that?
soma? An act?
that was the what
Oh,
was
no.
that? That was the what's the name they used to drink?
Well, that was like
Man,
in the Bible, right? The Soma
it
or
was in
whatever.
one
Oh
of
no,
those.
I'm
It
thinking
was
of
one of them ancient.
Manta.
It
Manta
was
was
a
that
movie. I think it was.
Lucy, Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Was Soma a Brave New World?
Yeah, it was the pill that
Is it-
everybody took when things got stressful. Just take a soma.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
no. Oh yeah.
I seen the one. What was the movie called where where they gave the lady the shot in the back and then like you know she peeled her like you know her whole top body like got peeled off and it grew another body. It was like a younger version of her and an older version
Oh
of
yeah,
her.
the substance.
That shit was crazy.
I know. It was really good, and then I kind of thought the end kind of ruined it. It got too
Papa
like
Smurf.
goofy. You know, it was like, I'm like, oh, you guys totally ruined it, man. It would have been better if like they both came out and started fighting each other or something. I don't know.
Nah, I think it was
Whatever.
like because one had to stay woke at a time, but it shows. I think with the movie with me, it kind of showed how your younger self within you be battling your older self, because you know the mind don't kind of get old,
no,
just
you're
the
right.
body do.
Yeah, no, you're right. Well, that's what I thought. It's like I'm like, damn. I'm like, they're showing the ego at its finest, right?
Yeah.
It was like, you know, it doesn't matter who it was. They'd all be like, "Give me more, motherfucker! I want one more day."
Yeah, one
You
more
know,
day.
like everyone.
Like
Yeah,
that.
it's like the perfect. Yeah, it was like the perfect analogy of it in an addiction. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
that youngster gonna take that extra day. He ain't gonna worry about what's gonna happen. He like, I'm gonna take this extra day. That's just starting to form in homegirl. She was deformed. Demi Moore.
yeah, it was nasty, man. She had like the extra face and everything.
Yeah.
Did everyone see it? Well, if you want to see it, I could probably drop a link down. You might want to get a VPN though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Substance. Oh, you got to see
The movie,
it.
The Substance.
Like women got to see it.
Yeah, it's a good
Because it's
movie.
like, yeah, like, you know, Demi Moore, and then she gets like this offer, like, do you want to be your perfect younger self? So she does it.
Oh,
You know, it's like a drug.
yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, that was a good
The
one.
trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, you did see it?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
I know.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
It was a
they
good
found,
one.
I know we're lucky. We're lucky though to get like 3 decent movies a year now. I don't know, like, god damn, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be a lot of them indie movies that be good too, though.
Yeah, it's like, well, that's what it is. It's like, it's the only ones that aren't like totally, you know. But it's funny because I went back. If you go back to like 1980s movies, dude, they were still throwing in the woke stuff back then.
Yeah, way back when.
We weren't awake enough to see it though, because like in Billie Jean, you know, the movie Billie Jean. Think about it. She got that long hair and then she shaves her head like she's some dude. You know what I mean? Like or like a feminist and all this.
Yeah.
And it was like you watch it now, it's like, oh my god, dude, they were nailing us with it back then.
Yeah, they was hitting us with it. Like I ain't gonna Crow. I've been doing that lately for some reason. I've been going back watching a lot of movies of the 70s, the 60s, the 80s.
Yeah, man.
I went back. Remember Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh yeah,
man,
yeah.
I love
that movie. Like Mortal Kombat, man.
Yeah.
You know the
That movie was
Raidens.
so good.
Man, I went back watching was watching the cartoon Transformers, the fucking dang, what was
I know,
one?
I've been
Thundercats.
Super Nintendo. I've been playing Super Nintendo on my phone.
Oh yeah.
I want to show my phone because like, you know, the screen don't work as good as buttons. But it's fun. It's just like I was playing Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
Like, you remember how epic that game was in the arcades as a kid?
Yeah,
oh my god.
I was going to, I think the game I was playing, like I went back on, was that San Andreas. That GTA San Andreas. I've been stuck on that shit. Bro, San Andreas got me stuck. That's the only game I've been playing.
Really? Is it that good?
Is legendary.
Yeah, it was.
I want to know, did they ever update like Vice City? They need to do another 80s.
I don't know because I ain't been playing GTA 5. Like GTA.
No, I'm
updates,
saying
but
like
there's modders who increase like the polygon count and make it look prettier.
Well, no, I was like, they could do another 80s, like an 80s game. But I don't know, they can make it different. It could be something different, like New York City or something. I don't know. in the
Hey,
Well,
80s.
Liberty City is New York City, so that's GTA 3.
Yeah. Woken once said they always hide secrets in plain sight in movies and books, subliminal as fuck. That's how you really hide something, is in plain sight where no one would expect. It's crazy because it make you think about when people were saying, yeah, you know, because they gotta tell us the truth. They can't always lie. They, you know, they always done told us the truth. We just the truth is just stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
The truth is straight stranger than fiction. We'll rather listen to the fictional stories than the real shit.
Yeah.
So they gotta hide them
Ain't that
within the
wild?
fiction. Yeah, it
Like
is.
that, like that show, Stranger Things.
Oh
That's
yeah,
real.
yeah. Stranger
I know.
Things.
Are they ever going to drop that last season? I don't know what the hell's going on. It seems like it's been, what, 3 years since the
Yeah,
last
it's
one?
in production apparently. It's probably
They
gonna
had that
drop
real
like
project
next
though. They
It's
had a,
Halloween.
like they
project.
didn't make that shit like 2 years ago?
They was doing that in
Dumb,
real
man.
life. It was a real project, the Montauk Project in New York. They was taking kids and doing experiments, and they
Yeah.
was using all
Yeah.
type
And
of shit.
they stole it. Yeah. They stole the idea from another writer. Just like they stole Terminator. They stole the
It's a
idea for
clone.
Terminator and the Matrix from
No,
Sophia
has been debunked a long time
Stewart.
ago. Sophia's trash. Sophia Stewart is trash. Her story was talking about Jesus. It had nothing to do with the Matrix movie. She was
Nothing.
talking about Jesus in them. She got debunked a long time ago. She was out of her rabbit ass mind, just like a lot of people are.
It's wild because I was gonna have her on the channel, and then when I started talking to her, and I started, you know, we got into even talking about psychedelics. I still got that video, but she was putting psychedelics down because she didn't know nothing about it. And it's like, you want to escape, you want to see the Matrix, take some mushrooms, Sophia. Take some mushrooms and,
I know.
you
Matrix
know.
movie
Well,
had nothing to do with it. That's
there's
why.
some other white
Yeah,
guy that
nothing.
said he did it, and then he doesn't sound like he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
But I'm gonna be
No,
real
she did
though.
the Matrix. She did the Matrix because
I like
the Matrix is meant to be the later day version, like the later day of Terminator. Terminator and
That's what I was
Matrix are
gonna
the
say.
same storyline.
I like that tie-in because there's like people who are like theorizing that Terminator is happening like a little bit after like the Matrix is way after the Terminator. And then there's even
Yeah,
people who say that John Wick is literally Neo while he's in the program, while he's healing, waiting for the story in the fourth movie to occur. Like that's Neo in the computer as John Wick. Because people that analyze movies are like, yo, in the John Wick movie, the only people who look like people are the actual like people who interact with each other. Everyone in the background, they don't pay attention to the people getting killed like crazy. Like they'll be having
Yeah.
a crazy fight in the middle of the street. Hella people are passing by. No one's noticing. They're just walking around,
Dang.
like not even paying
I didn't.
attention to the
yeah.
people like
I know,
fighting
dude.
over.
It's like,
I remember that, but
dude,
they
that's like,
said that it was that all those stories was written from that one book that she did. I forgot what
Yeah.
the eye or something like that. I forgot what,
The
but
third
that's what
eye,
they were.
yeah.
Yeah, the third eye. It
yeah,
was
the
all
third
written
eye.
from that.
Yo, but even then, man,
Yeah.
I think some of the I think a lot of that takes inspiration from Robert Anton.
Within our subconscious mind.
Yeah, but she had wrote it like back in '83. But the
We,
thing is if
Yeah,
she
but
was
Robert
thinking
Anton
Jesus the
Wilson
whole
did that
time,
shit in the 70s.
but when you think about it, though, it's
probably,
not a movie or a show that wasn't written behind some kind of spiritual book that was written. It's like the same
Yeah,
story,
yeah,
but they just changed the names and updated it to now. That's why they be so
yeah. It's like
good.
mythology. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like
And then
mythology.
like they're like, oh, let's go to Zion, which is like Israel, and the what was the name of the ship? The
The
Nebuchadnezzar
Nebuchadnezzar,
and
yeah,
Morpheus.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
So
all
you
like
know the
biblical names.
and it had the
yeah,
whole
But
what's the
anybody can
name
do that. Just read the Bible. You know what I
Zion.
mean?
You know, everybody trying to make it to Zion. You know, and okay,
Which is like a Jewish thing, and then Neo looks Jewish, and it's like,
but you know in the second and the third Matrix though, do you know Smith is actually the one? it's not Neo. Because the whole prophecy says that someone will be born in the Matrix and they would change the Matrix and design the Matrix how they feel fit to. And Neo did not change nothing in the Matrix. It was Smith.
Yeah, Agent Smith.
He's the one who created the peace between the robots and the humans. It weren't Neo. It was actually Smith.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
always,
Oh, yeah, because Neo was always fighting. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
Well,
Smith
then
was
that,
actually the
and then it's like, if you think about Batman, the Dark Knight Rises, they're always talking like you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. You know what I mean? That's all that happened with Neo. He lived too long.
man.
It's
Yeah,
true.
but I gotta
though,
head out. I gotta head out, y'all. I hate to leave, but I
Oh,
got to go. I got to
You
go.
should.
Thanks
Me
all
too.
y'all for joining and having this conversation. It's always beautiful.
Well, I'll stay for a bit.
thank
Is
you.
anyone else going to stay?
Yes,
Yeah, I'll
sir.
Did you
stay.
say you'll stay? All right, cool.
All
I'll
right, I got
stay.
work to do. All right, thank y'all. I'll see y'all
All
next
right.
time.
Yeah,
Don't
take
get
it
that-
easy.
All right.
Bye.
And thanks everybody out there for watching on your way out. Make sure you hit that like button and share if you want to. And I'm gonna call you in a minute. Set up a day that we can do a video, Wally, because everybody want to hear from you. So